Several months ago, I posted a video where I said I have a fear of old men. And I know it might be wrong. Some people might say it's ageist, whatever. The reason I have this fear is because interactions that I have with old men, 9 times out of 10, make me feel uncomfortable. They'll either stare at me and like look me up and down. They will say something inappropriate to me. Everybody knows the typical smile. You need to smile. I once had an old man when I worked at this place. He just stared at me and he said, "I just want to stare at you because you're so lovely." And you guys see all these stories of women sharing how their grandma met their grandpa, and it's some story where the grandma was really a victim and the family just kind of fabricated it to make it seem like it was this fairy tale situation, when in actuality I've heard stories where it was kidnapping, it was harassment, it was stalking, it was not romance. So it makes sense for these old men to be creepy because they come from a time where you could do that shit to women and that woman would wind up being your wife. You being inappropriate was rewarded. A lot of people who brag that their grandparents or even their parents, and in some cases too, I've heard creepy stories about how they got together. When people brag to me about how long they've been together, I could give two shits about the length of time that somebody has been together, because it's not length of time, it's the quality of that time. Did you guys meet in a very toxic, harmful situation? And even if you didn't meet in an inappropriate situation, was your relationship just totally unhealthy? And even if it wasn't necessarily a situation where there was arguing and cheating and abuse, was it just a situation where I have a husband now, so now we're just going to exist together because you're supposed to get married and I have a husband now. So they actually really didn't have a relationship of substance and they actually really weren't happy. They were just existing. And what's sad is that not much has changed. Men still feel this way, and women still are okay with them feeling this way to have a man. Anyway, old men are creepy to me. I said what I said.